My name is Sarah Calkins. I'm 23 years old and I will be competing in my first bodybuilding competition in less than 2 weeks. My fitness journey has been a long one. When I was younger, sub age 5 to 8, I was doing things like gymnastics. I did baton for 8 years and I was even forced to do dance for a small period of time. Through all of that, high school and even into college, I played field hockey as well. I actually tried out for my college field hockey team, in which they told me I was too slow, but I had already made friends on the team. So I decided that I would quit and find another passion potentially where I would feel more satisfied with what I was doing. So from that point on, COVID actually came around and I happened to live about 500 feet from a local gym. I decided, well, if I'm too slow, maybe I can do something else that doesn't require me to be fast. So I signed up at my local gym and I ended up being a blessing in disguise. I had so much free time because of COVID and I just met so many people that were my age, but also people that were interested in bodybuilding and just hypertrophy training in general, and they were really good friends to me and kind of guided me into finding a love for weightlifting. And after graduating college, just about 2 years later, I had people coming up to me asking me, oh, are you a bodybuilder? Do you bodybuild? Are you competing soon? And it kind of piqued my interest because I had never heard about it before. And then soon enough, I found a coach on Instagram and I decided to DM him, and that's kind of how I ended up in this position. For workout routines in general, they generally look relatively similar whether you're on prep or off season. That being said, typically what I'll do is I'll train about 5 days a week for weightlifting, and then usually I will do about the same for cardio. So on a typical week, I'll have that 5-day based training program in which I'm doing 3 upper body days and 2 lower body days. And typically that will depend, at least in the context of bodybuilding, on what category you're in, so depending on what you need to build as well. And usually my workouts are about an hour and a half for the lifting portion, and then depending on how deep I am into prep, and the cardio aspect can be anywhere from 25 minutes to an hour. My show is about 13 days away. It's definitely been a ride for sure. This was about a 14-week prep for me. Being on a strict meal plan, weighing your food, and kind of, centering your life around working out and making sure that you check all those boxes off every day, that can be a lot, especially when you start getting really depleted. And additionally, working full time, that definitely adds a cog in the wheel that you can't really avoid in, the society, whether you're working or you're in school. I think as food drops and cardio increases, you spend more time in the gym and you have less energy for pretty much anything, even just like mental energy. I definitely have been suffering from brain fog for the last couple of weeks, and with limited carbs, it's harder for your body to recover, especially as you're doing all this cardio. So it's definitely thrown my emotions in for a loop, and that's why I'm very grateful for the support systems that I do have in place. And that's another thing that I wish I emphasized the first time I tried to do a bodybuilding prep, and that I hope others do, is that make sure you have your systems in place, you have a good support system, and also that you are mentally prepared and doing it for the right reasons. I've spent over 14 weeks being extremely rigid in my diet, my sleep, just even like my social life. So being able to finally show the physique that I've been working for, behind the scenes, this is what you work for 4 months that nobody else sees. Not everyone has lived every single day with me to be able to see all that I've put into this. So being able to kind of have a end goal or a light at the end of the tunnel in terms of showing off all of my hard work will definitely make this entire journey worth it. definitely, you know, a dual feeling going into this as much when anybody's kind of in this kind of performing type state. That being said, I'm definitely excited for what comes after the show as well.